These days, you can go into a fruit shop and everything looks beautiful. But when you taste the food, the apples or the oranges, hello, they've got no flavour. They've been early forced ripened, right? So that's an artificial way. Aboriginals didn't have the luxury of refrigeration or anything like that. Well, they didn't need it. And so these are they had to abide by the rules and regulations of Mother Nature again. She would tell us. For example, fish. I know great fish eaters on the eastern seaboard of Australia. I clearly remember when I was, a young lad, that whenever I saw and they're always in single file too. They're not two or three here or there. They're always in single file, brown, hairy caterpillars. I knew, through the training down the line, I knew that the sea mullet were on the way, travelling up from, because the first time we'd hear of those sea mullets, they'd net thousands of cases down to Newcastle. Newcastle was a notorious place for the sea mullet. They must have come in close there, and that was, we knew then, it was only a matter of weeks before the sea mullet come back up our way, and that's a classic example. That's from Mother Nature. With regard to another one growing up, we had these trees planted over at the Broadbeach burial ground, was the udgeroo tree. That's the eucalyptus tree, tea tree, and that was an important medical addition to the family chemist, our chemist shop. When the flowers came on with the udgeroo tree, you knew for sure, when those little creamy flowers came on, you said, hello, big muggera on the way. What's that? Rain. Rain's on the way. And sure enough, it doesn't matter what the Weather Bureau says. I remember when Pacific Fair had just started up, just been built, the old Pacific Fair. I remember this because I told my beautiful mother. I was riding down, I think I had a push bike or something, I was riding down there, and when I got home, I said to my mother, holy heck, we're in from big rain. And my mother said, Teresa, she said, how do you know? What would I know? And I said, because the tea tree, udgeroo trees in the median strip on the way to Pacific Fair, they're loaded with flowers, full of nectar, good for the native bees, Mac. Nectar. And I said, it's loaded with flowers. And at the Weather Bureau, how's this? The Weather Bureau at the time said, no rain on the way, blue skies, etc., etc. But you know what? Down she came. And this was around about 1953 or 1963, that let the records clearly show that the Gold Coast was flooded out. Mother Nature was right, and the Weather Bureau, with all their technology, they missed the mark.